Go with three victim.
Non-payment.
Okay. How much is the monthly rent?
700.
During the first of each month?
Yes.
Okay, what months are your legend are past due?
The last 2 months.
Okay, what months are those?
What is it? Today we're in August, actually July and May.
Here we go. Here, somebody's coming in. Let's see if this is the.
The thing is, he has been paying the rent. It's just very late, sir. That's what I'm very tired of that. And also it's disturbing the tenants. So in the
Screen mark LG K40. You can identify yourself.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was my alarm. Okay. I'm new at this, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can you send it again or?
No, I'm
Oh.
waiting for the screen to identify themselves.
Okay. Oh,
L40. I can't hear you or see you.
that's me.
Oh, you're on both screens?
Yes, I have it on both screens. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Here, let's delete one of them then.
Okay, how do I do that?
I'll take you out.
Okay, sir. Sorry. Oh.
Okay, so that was your screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you give them a notice to vacate for non-payment of rent?
I already submitted the 3-day notice and also
The answer is yes.
yes.
Okay. And what months are you alleging he's behind?
He's been actually late, very late. And
I'm not asking
disturbing-
what he's late. I'm asking what is he behind?
May and June, sir.
May, how much for May?
700.
Okay, if you can raise your right hand, please. You
Yes,
swear,
sir.
you swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the monthly rent is $700 a month, and it hasn't been paid for the month of May. Is that correct?
Right. Yes, sir.
July, has the rent been paid for the month of July?
No, sir.
What about June?
June, he only paid me partial, which is like about 350.
Not about. I want to know how much does he owe for each month?
350 on June.
Okay. July.
The whole 700.
Okay, when you first started testimony, you said he was 2 months behind.
Yes, sir. Well, 2 whole months and partial on June.
Okay, on your petition, the amount of rent claimed as of the date of this filing is $700.
Right. That was last month when
July 27th.
right. $700 for May. I didn't know I could include in July and partial of June.
Just a minute. Okay, can you see that on the screen?
Yes.
Let me enlarge this. The amount, and you see where my cursor is?
Yes, sir. 700.
The amount of rent claimed as of the date of this filing,
Right.
July
That's 700.
27th.
That's fine, sir. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. So do you want the days in August? Let's see how many days in August. It's going to be, today is the 10th. The 16 days in August?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you trying to enter again?
No, sir. I'm still here.
Okay, well, there's a LG K40.
That's my phone. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me just turn it off. There you go, sir.
Stop the share, maybe that will. No? On chat?
No, through Teams.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
This keeps- I don't think the different has been trying to log in.
This one said at 10:45?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's 10:45 now. Okay, so it's 10:45 right now. And the defendant's wanting to get on? Oh, there he
I believe
is.
so.
No, he's not. Nobody's logging on.
No? Oh,
I'm here.
Well, he says it's him. Let me try it again. Let me see.
I powered off my phone already, sir.
You turned it off?
Yeah.
Can you get his phone number and I'll give him a call?
yes.
Somebody's trying to log on. We're just trying to get him.
Oh, it's my phone. I don't know why it's doing that. Normally that's the same phone as mine.
Hello? Hello?
1 second. Let's just see if we can. Oh, the defendant's trying to log on.
Hello?
Hello, somebody there? No.
Hi, Your Honor, my phone and microphone aren't syncing up. It's just my microphone working.
Who is speaking?
This is Marcos Barraza, sir?
Marcos Barraza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rivera, you filed against the Marcus Barr, B-A-R-R?
I thought it was Bar, but I guess it's Barasa. It's because we don't have a lease on him. It was on his girlfriend, and she moved out years ago. So I never did a lease on him. He's just been renting month to month. And I just want him out, sir.
Okay. Mr. Barraza, can you spell your last name? Mr. Barraza?
Yes, sir.
Can you spell your last name?
It's, he just had to put an AZA on the end of it. The way it's written
Can you spell it?
coded. It's BARRAZA, Your Honor.
B-A-R-R-A-Z-A, okay. Okay, Mr. Rivera has testified. If you raise your right hand, please. You swear,
I don't know if there's video, but yeah, I have my right hand up.
you swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
So help me God. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Rivera has testified that the monthly rent is $700 a month. Do you agree?
No, sir. It's $650, sir.
Rent is $650.
Yes, sir. Since the very beginning, since his mom signed the contract, it's been $650, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rivera,
Yes, sir.
do you agree that it's $650 or you're sticking with $700?
Staying with 700, sir. Like I said, he has no contract with me. And it was the original contract. If it was with my mother, it was a long time ago with his girlfriend, which no longer lives there.
I still have receipts with his girlfriend, Your Honor, or with his mother, Your Honor, about 2 months ago, which the amounts are leading to $650. That's with his mother's signature. I have bank statements from GCU. All of those are totaling $650, Your Honor. Basically, since I've been there, it'll be 10 years, Your Honor. I've been the longest tenant he's had in this quadruplex for the past 10 years. Most tenants last year, maybe 2 to 3 years. I've been basically a steady supply for him to have his rent for the 650. All those are concurrent with the payments on GCU for 650. So
What, have you paid?
the only reason he's ever gotten 700 was due to anything with late fees. Keep in mind, sir, we just came out of the pandemic. The past July, we had a flood warning here in New Mexico, and it affected parts of El Paso, which affected my roof up top. There was a leak. I have his receipt.
We're here for non-payment of rent. I'm not. we're
Yes,
not
sir. I
here
paid, I
for-
paid, I paid the 8th of July. He's stating I didn't pay it. I have his signature with the receipt for the 8th of July, sir.
Okay, what
And,
happened? on the 8th
it's
of
for
July?
700, it's for $735. Even though the rent was 650, I gave him an additional $85 so he could get a kickstart off on the severe leak that was going on in my roof. When I pleaded to him to
Can you
to
stop
ask for help.
talking, please? Mr. Pedraza, stop after you say something, okay? Let somebody else speak.
Yes, sir, go ahead. I apologize, Your Honor. I apologize, sir.
Okay, the payment of July 8th, was it made directly to Mr. Rivera?
I have his receipt, his signature, and the date in his
Did you
writing.
hear my question? Did you
Yes,
hear
sir.
my question?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to answer my question, or do you want to say something else?
No, I was saying yes to your question, sir.
Okay, you paid it directly to Mr. Rivera.
Yes, sir, in cash. Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rivera, do you dispute that?
Yes, he paid me for the month before with the late fees. He still owes me July's.
When you were testifying, you said he hadn't paid May, he owed $350 for June.
Yeah. But he
I
said
cannot pay.
he was catching up, but
Just,
the thing is, sir, Your Honor, is that he's always late. I mean, and he owes a lot of late payments.
did I ask any question about late
No,
payment?
no, sir. No,
Okay.
he did. Okay, sorry. He owes me 700 late.
Okay, so he paid you $735 on July 8th,
Yes, sir.
okay? And before the testimony, you said he owed 700 for May, 300 for June, and 700 for July.
We stuck with 700, sir.
Again, did you hear a question?
No, sir.
And so if he paid 735 on July 8th, how could he still owe 350 for June?
That was part of the late, of the rent from June.
June, the rent is, you're saying 700, he's saying.
Right. It's 700. It's been 700 for a while, sir, Your Honor, on all my tenants.
has it been
I don't know why
700?
I don't know why he's saying 650.
How long has
but
it been 700?
For over a year now,
When did it start to be 700?
since I actually took over the properties.
Okay.
They've been mine, but I actually took over management.
And I know that. I know when that was.
Like I said, about over a year. Last year,
When
around this
did the
time.
rent start to be 700 a month?
Yes, sir. A year ago.
A year ago. What is it? What month?
June 2020.
June 2020.
Yes.
How did you raise the rent?
Because it was time to raise the rent, sir.
How did you raise the rent?
Oh, I submitted a letter to him and I told him verbally.
When did you submit a letter to him?
In June of 2020. It wasn't a mail letter. I just posted on his door.
So the rent was increased to 700 in June and you notified him in June.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to give 30 days notice of a rental increase.
Yes, sir.
So that can't be 30 days if you gave the notice and collected the rent the same month.
You know, I told him it was going to go up to 700 in June of last year.
I just asked you, when did you give him the notice? You said
I
June.
gave him the notice, but I did give him the 30 days to catch up
How did you give him the 30 days?
because I didn't start collecting until the following month.
You said the increase started in June.
I mean, I gave him the letter, but it was increased in May, I guess. I mean, in July. Sorry.
So if you paid 735 on July 8th and the rent is 700 a month, there'd be a balance of 350 for June.
Right. Yes, sir. Your Honor.
That was the question. How could there be a balance of 350 for June?
For this year, yes, sir. He only gave partial to.
If the
supposedly he
payment
gave
was
partial
made on
to
July
my mom,
8th,
but
of-
she
if
said
the
he only
payment
got
was made,
partial.
if the payment was made July 8th, which you said he did, of $735,
Right.
and then you also testified that there's outstanding rent of $350 for June, how can that be?
Then I got my dates confused. I'm sorry, Your Honor. There's no late fees on June.
Permission to speak, Your Honor, permission to speak, Your Honor.
Sure, go ahead.
This has been happening for the past, since pre-COVID, sir. I've been working, I average about 60 hours a week, sir, total. Between minimum to $12 an hour. So I've been able to make my payments. Like I said, they're on GECU. All those payments are usually around $650. If, like Mr. Rivera says, there is a late fee, I do pay that $50. But never did I receive a raise, a letter of rate rent raisal. I never got a letter, a notification that my rent was going to be raised. Never was it in writing whatsoever, sir. I was supposed to get a 30-day notice. He never gave me one. He just constantly says he will raise it. I've never owed anything over late fees. Everything's been paid through my GCU record bank accounts. Anything that is owed is I basically have a zero balance. He's been saying the eviction notices after this
What about
flood.
August?
I have everything up to date, sir, except for this
When was August paid?
It wasn't.
August. No, he gave me the letter of eviction. So he told me to start looking for another place. So I had to use whatever I had to look for another place. If he needs the August, Your Honor, I'd be more than happy to give him that payment, give him the payment on this Friday, which is 3 days from now, which is when I'll be getting paid. But that's up to you, Your Honor.
Mr. Rivera, you
Yes,
say
sir.
there is no lease. Is that correct?
There's no lease. No, sir.
What is your late fee?
After the 5th day, it goes up to a $50 late fee. But he never pays the rent on time, Your Honor. It's always been late. And he's never given me a late fee either.
Are you,
Except this last one time, he gave me $735.
so are you collecting a late fee? Or how are you charging a late fee if there's no lease?
I tell him, you're gonna do it after the 5th. There's a $50 late fee. Most of the time, he agrees, which it's very tiresome, sir, because I do have a mortgage. I have to pay on time.
Well, unfortunately, Texas law provides that a late fee has to be in writing and included in the lease.
Okay, Your Honor.
So I don't know how you could be charging a late fee unless you have a lease.
It's a verbal contract since he's been there.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to deny the eviction. What I've heard is a credible evidence. I don't find that there's an outstanding balance as of the date of the filing. Okay, any other questions?
Like I said, Your Honor, I do need him to be out of the apartment. I don't want him there no more.
Okay, well, you got to follow the law and do it correctly.
That's what I thought I was doing right now, sir.
Well, from your testimony, it's all over the board, and I can't figure out, you have conflicting testimony about the
And he
balance.
hasn't even paid August either, sir.
Okay, well, you don't want to hear me, so. Okay, thank you all. I've ruled. The eviction is denied.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day, sir.
Can I, Mr. Barasa, can I get your email?
Yes, sir. It is, do you have a pen and paper with you, sir?
Yes,
Yes, it is ERA, the letter M as my first name, Marcus, ESTIZ, as in zebra, OIC at gmail.com. At gmail.com, sir. Let me repeat that again for you, Your Honor. That's ERAM as in my first name, ESTIZOIC at gmail.com, Your Honor.
And Mr. Rivera, your email is on your petition.
Yes, sir. It is Rivera Damian 42 at gmail.com.
No, just let me make sure it's on your petition. Ooh, yeah.
So in other words, I wasted $150 for nothing, Your Honor?
It appears that way.
Hmm.
Mara Damian at 42@gmail.com. Okay, we'll email you a copy of this order. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great, sir.